Morning. Getting up in the dark sucks. It's the worst. On the road again. It's supposed to be 36 degrees today, so the heat wave is not over. It is still going. Allegedly, it's only a few more days of the heat wave and then it will cool down a little bit. But I think that also means that there might be thunderstorms, so, you know, you never can quite win. I can't figure out exactly where I'm going to camp tonight. There are not a lot of good spots in, like at least listed. But then, listed campsites are also a gamble, so you never friggin' know. So, we'll see. I don't think I'm going to do 40 again. Because it's just too hot to hike that far. It's just so hot. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. These are like the hardest parts of a thru hike, you know? Like when you're solo and the weather is terrible and it's not even beautiful to like kind of counteract the fact that it's hot and sticky and horrible. And you just kind of have to suck it up and power through. This is why it's more of a mental game than a physical one a lot of the time. It's because you just have to get up in the morning and still do the thing, even when it sucks. And then you just sort of hold on to the hope that eventually it won't suck. That it will get beautiful again. That the temperature will drop. And there will be more water at some point. These are the hopes. Source. That's exciting. I'm gonna sit here and eat breakfast actually. Not only was there a water source at this pizza place, there's also a power outlet. Oh, amazing. And a picnic table, so I'm gonna sit and eat breakfast quickly. It's a pretty good sandwich I put together for breakfast. The cheese was real sweaty, but it is what it is. I may also have washed my feet in the fountain. And then my hands, don't worry. Ugh. This section is gross. Everything's hot and sweaty and there's not as many resources. And I feel disgusting. I think I am disgusting. The guy that owns the pizza place is so nice. So I'm like obviously sitting at his tables, but it wasn't open. But he arrived to like open shop and whatever. And he was like, oh, like take your time, like rest, whatever. And then he brought me a coffee. So now I'm gonna sit here and have a little coffee. And then, yeah, I filled my water bottles and I had breakfast and then I'm gonna go. The trail just went through like these huge blackberry bushes that were so sharp, and now my legs are just like all cut up and bloody. It sucks. And I'm really hot. I need to put sunscreen on. The quality of the trail today and yesterday has just been absolute utter garbage. It's just trash. It's horrible. You can hardly tell where it is. There's barely any markings. Like trash and sticks and crap all over. It looks like this. Like, where am I? Why am I doing this? And it's 35 degrees. It's horrible. There's like one singular cloud in the sky and it's briefly over the sun. It feels like a miracle, especially when I'm on this exposed section. Oh, it makes it like at least 3 degrees cooler, like immediately. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever sweat this much. It's disgusting. I did rinse my shirt out in like a fountain, which was very hiker trash of me. And I just like laid it out in the sun while I ate a peanut butter and jelly tortilla in my sports bra. There's like no one out here, so no one cares. Plus it's so hot, and I think everyone understands. But yeah, it's like immediately sweaty again, but it feels way better than it did before. It was so salty and sticky. Terrible. So I feel better. We have rejoined one of the Compostela routes. That's cool. Last big climb of the day. Whee! The views up here are actually pretty nice. I'm at a really good view in a couple of days. So this is nice. Oh, man. Hiking in a heat wave really makes it just twice as difficult, I think. Yeah. Whew. I was gonna camp up here maybe. It's pretty windy and there's a lot of poop everywhere, so I don't know. I'm gonna go down a little further and see what's up. Yay! They ran really fast, but I just saw my first little wild pigs, like the little boars. They're brown and furry and they look like little pigs. Where'd you go? I think I've heard them before, but I hadn't seen them yet. How funny. Ah, cute. Well, I sort of found a place to camp. I don't know. There's like some town festival thing going on just across the street, and then this is designated as parking, but there are like several camper vans here, and like there were a couple of older ladies with a camper van, and they're clearly like having a barbecue or camping or something, and then there's a tent over in the corner. So I just asked them like, can I put my tent here? And they were like, yeah, probably. I was like, okay, that's good enough for me, because it's been like 35 kilometers and there's been nothing flat. So here we are in the town parking lot. It's made of grass. I'm under a pear tree, which is kind of cute, so it's good enough. It might be loud tonight, but I cannot be bothered. I'm gonna try and get a campground tomorrow night. Ah, these friggin' flies drive me crazy. This morning. He was very quick though. He ran away as soon as he saw me. And there were a bunch of deer and little goats and things today already. Mostly though, today is really hard already. I didn't sleep last night because there were a bunch of idiots just like doing stupid shit near my tent, like really loud for no reason. Even though I was like in a quiet corner behind this like ladies camper van. Apparently it was just too interesting for people to leave me alone. Anyway, 2 big climbs this morning and I'm so tired. But I think I only have like 10K left for the day. because I'm gonna take a short day and do my laundry and shower and sleep because I feel like garbage. I didn't sleep last night. It's so hot. It's still so hot. It's only 8:30 in the morning or 9 o'clock or something, and it's so hot. I've never sweat so much in my life. Very luckily, the water source on my map was real, so I have water at least. It's so hot. Okay, today is much prettier than yesterday, which is a nice change. Still hot as Hades, but it is prettier, so these are nice. Hottest kilometer of my life. Even my glasses are burning my face. It's horrible. 38 degrees outside. No. I cooled down a little bit. Had an ice cream and a soda. Now I'm gonna go try and find the campground, have a shower, and do laundry. Because it's been like 5 days and 100 degrees every day. Oh, today I think is the worst day though. It feels like an actual oven because the ground is so hot. It's like radiating heat up while the sun is like beaming down on my face. It's super fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing my laundry and my socks are so filthy. It's still 8,000 degrees out. I'm trying to do my laundry. It's taking me like 8 washes to get my socks clean. They're disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, there was only one campground and it is so hot. There's no shade. So I'm just gonna hang out where there is shade, which is the bathrooms. It's resupply time. And there was like a little bit of like an oh no, because I guess the only store in town was closed for most of today because the cash register wasn't working. I was like, oh crap, because I don't want to wait till like midday tomorrow to leave because it's too hot. But it's open now. The girl at the front desk said it was open now, so I have to go resupply. And I'm gonna go back and eat some dinner. It's so hot. As it turns out, the grocery store was still closed when I got there, so I walked all the way to the grocery store just for it to be closed. So I got a burger at the campground and figured I would just deal with it later. It turned out to be a pretty good evening though. I ran into some really nice people at the campground, as well as another thru hiker that I've met. We've just been leapfrogging for a couple of weeks now, so it was nice to run into him again. Typically this gorge would have a lot more water in it, but it is, you know, kind of the end of August and it's very hot out. And it's been very hot out for weeks, so it's pretty low. But still cool water. A lot of people were swimming in here yesterday, but now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so no one's here. I think I'm on to a new melody. It's not a mix-up, so bad talking, open wounds. Heavy breathing and overeating has suddenly left me. Talking to myself after a bottle of wine is like inviting every spirit. I am you and you are me. How is that not strange? The bummer about doing this section in August, besides it being like excessively hot, is that the beautiful water features are just dried up. Like there's supposed to be a waterfall up there. It's not here. So it's a little unfortunate. But there's a little semi-stagnant pool. Beautiful. And we can't be foolish for too long. I think I've written every song. Soon, from here on to the moon.
to overcome and be done. Oh, a little change. Oh, secrets in the West stick to my body like glue. Oh, what would I do if that wasn't the case? Growing while living is such a blessing, I know. But I don't wanna spend just to own stuff. But this way, it's never enough.
Today is a lot more pleasant. It's still super hot out, but at least I was able to get like 90% of the climbing out of the way before 11 a.m. I left camp pretty early. And then, yeah, really just kind of hustled to try and get the hardest part out of the way before it became 40 degrees. So, but this top bit that I'm in now is relatively flat and shaded, you know, like on and off, but I'm in the shade right now, so it's really nice. I'm still carrying 3 liters of water, but, well, drinking, which is heavy, but it's good. And yeah, I camp at a lake tonight in like, I think 12 more kilometers or something. So just a few more hours of hiking. Hopefully I don't bake.
Something I've really enjoyed about hiking in France is how often you run across historical monuments or landmarks. It really adds a cool cultural element that you don't necessarily get in a lot of trails, and I'm really enjoying stumbling upon these things.
No sleep, my veins run dry, I'm empty. I can't see, I'm blinded by this concrete. And I should call you, see what you've been up to. I've been wondering, how far did you go in 7 months? I bet you're happy and don't think that much about me. Here I am, not knowing how to move on without you. Without you.
Alright, I made it to the lake. So I think it's officially time to go hop in the water. It looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, that was exactly what I needed. That's so nice. There was nowhere to film from the shore, but trust me, it was lovely. Probably gonna set up my tent soon. It was just really busy earlier, so I didn't need to. Okay, well that's a wrap on today. I'm gonna set up my tent. I'm watching the sunset. There it goes. A very warm but beautiful day. It's my favorite place out here. Yeah. It's my happy place. Okay. This is just not how you go to the bathroom. Like, what? Who just takes a poop, like, on the trail? By the water? Disgusting. Good morning, little snake. So small. bit later than I usually start hiking, but I just couldn't leave this lake. It's so peaceful and quiet and cool and beautiful. Look at it. Ah, it's just so pretty. I was just sitting on the shore this morning, hanging out, watching the birds. But now the sun's coming up and it's gonna get hot, so I have to get moving. But cool thing is, I'm pretty sure the first like 14 kilometers of today are basically flat, so that'll be a nice morning. And then I think I'm just going like 27 into town because I have to resupply anyway, and there's not great camping like on the other side. Whoop. So I might just stay at the campground in town and just do a short day. And then I'm just 2 days away from Carcassonne after that. And then I'm thinking I might do a little sneaky side adventure. Stay tuned for that. I haven't fully figured out the details yet, but it's possible.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love.
I'm like 7 kilometers away from town or something where I can resupply and get real food, but at the moment I am eating peanut butter and jelly on a spoon. The grocery store 2 days ago was closed, and that was supposed to be my resupply point, but the cash register wasn't working, so instead of like finding a solution, they just closed the whole store for the whole day and the morning the next day. So I'm on a limited supply of food, but I'm close to town. But it's so hot and I'm very tired. But and also the camping that I had intended to go to is not accepting campers. I don't know what. I don't understand. But anyway, it means I can't camp there, which is sort of what I planned my day around. So I ended up just getting a bed in a guest house for like 35 euros or something stupid. But it is what it is. There's like nowhere to camp otherwise. And stealth camping in town is not really an option in this one. So whatever. Is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited to get to town, eat some real food, and like drink all the fizzy beverages. I'm so tired of drinking hot water. My water is just hot all day long. Just want something cold. I'm not really sure that should be listed as a shelter. I guess maybe in a real dire emergency, but I'm gonna go ahead and say no thank you. I always get such FOMO, like when I'm in a hotel room or like when I book a room, feeling like I have to use every second of it. So like I never want to be asleep because I'm like, oh, I want to enjoy all the amenities and like use all the power and the Wi-Fi and like the fan and whatever. So I end up staying up way too late. And then I hate leaving super early in the morning. Like leaving a hotel at 7 in the morning or like a guest house at 7 in the morning just seems like a waste of money. I'm like a late checkout kind of gal, you know, like let's get all of the value from this experience. But I do have to go to sleep because I have to hike another like, I don't know, 35 kilometers in allegedly one of the last days of the heat wave. We shall see. But anyway, good night. Got a friend for breakfast. Ow, he's kneading my leg though. It's very cute. Hi, yes, yes. Did you find somewhere to sit? Oh yeah, Wow. We got crazy hair this morning, but we're on the road again. Oh. Time to climb a mountain. Just a small one. It's more like a hill. And then it's just 60 kilometers to Carcassonne. Yeah. There are so many blackberries today. That's nice. Keeping me entertained on the trail because that's boring. Just noticed is that it's like a completely normal temperature right now. It's like just mid-20s normal. It's not blazing hot, it's not cold, it's just nice. And I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not even sweating that much. It's a really nice change. And more purple flowers. My favorite. You know, my map, sometimes I don't understand who decides what a bivouac site is, because this is what's listed. And okay, like fine, it's flat-ish. It's right next to this loud ass windmill. Like, what a weird spot to list as a campsite. I mean, there's nothing campsite-ish about this. It's just like kind of flat. I don't know, it's so weird. This stage, I'm so ready for it to be over. It's total nonsense. Sometimes this app just makes me shake my head. The campsites that are listed are just nonsensical for like most of this stage. I don't know what it is about this stage in particular that just like there aren't campsites or something, or like good spots to put a tent. But this place is super weird. It's just like, it's not really flat. It's just like there were a bunch of cows there and they tore it all up and pooped all over it, and it's right next to 5 loud windmills. I don't know. It's just very odd. So I'm gonna walk a little bit further and see, but heck if I know. Well, at least I get to camp just by the world's largest white noise machine. So bizarre. Whatever. The flies are already at it. I didn't even get my fly up before they got inside there. Ridiculous. They're so stupid. You know, I didn't choose the cold soaking life. The cold soaking life chose me because I ran out of fuel in this stage and there's nowhere to buy more. But this is just couscous. And then these cans of tuna that also come with like vegetables and things inside of them. So like it's a pretty good mix. And honestly, I don't think there's really much of a difference between like hot couscous and room temperature couscous. There's basically no difference. So I can kind of understand the cold soaking situation. I don't want to do it every day, but like in a pinch, it's not horrible.